Once upon a time, there was once a widow who lived in a little village on the side of a forest. She had 2 daughters, 3 pigs, and a sheep named Moll. Their house was dirty and they had to eat bad, cheap food, but they managed with a happy, modest attitude. In her yard was Chanticleer.
Yo, I'm the most awesome rooster there is. Just look at my red comb and my hot blue feet, and just listen to this crow, man. It's no wonder I get all the ladies and 7 hens. But you know, Pertalot is my main woman. Scary dream. I felt like some reddish yellowish beast was trying to follow me and then kill me. So I'm scared just thinking about it.
Be a man! Dreams are for cowards. You're such a chicken.
Sorry.
I love that rooster and all, but sometimes he can be so cray. I mean, it was just a dream. Why is he being such a wimp? You probably just ate too much red bile. That's why the monster was red. It's just indigestion. I mean, remember what Cato, the amazing Greek writer, said? Don't pay attention to dreams. I'll get you some herbs, and if you're not better by tomorrow, you're probably just sick.
But dreams do matter. Let me tell you a story. This is a story all about how... Now, let me just tell you the story. There were once 2 travelers who decided to stay in 2 different places for a night. One slept in a barn and the other in an inn. The man in the inn was woken up several times by dreams about his friend being killed. He ignored them, but guess what happened? The friend had actually been killed. When the man went searching for him in the morning, he couldn't find him in the barn. But he went to the exact place where the dream had told him to look, a wheelbarrow of dung, and he found his friend's dead body. The police eventually caught the men who committed the crime and killed him. This just goes to show how God will serve justice to those who deserve it. The dream might actually mean something, yo. This is like the time the 2 men were traveling overseas and one had a dream that they would drown if they went. Obviously, his friend didn't listen and drowned for almost no reason. There's also that story of King Canterbury of Mercia, who had a dream about his death right before he was killed. His nurse tried to explain what happened in the dream, but I mean, he was only 7 years old and didn't really care about it anyway. And there's also that old Macrobius, who wrote about the dreams of the Roman Scipio. He thought that dreams could predict the future too, you know? And what about the story of Daniel and his dreams in the Bible? I mean, hello, how can you argue with that? Or the story about Joseph. Look at the Pharaoh of Egypt, and see what his butler and baker thought about dreams. And don't forget that old King Croesus of Turkey, who dreamt that he sat in a tree and was later hanged. Andromache, the wife of Hector, who dreamt that her husband would be killed in battle and tried to warn him. Anyways, now I'm just rambling, the sun's about to come up, but that dream was important. Something bad is gonna happen to me. But anyways, let's talk about some happier things now. Pertalot, babe, you're God's blessing to me. I mean, tell me, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Those talons, those red circles underneath your eyes, makes my fear melt away. Baby, love you. It is true when they say that in principio mulier est hominis confusion, which means, you know, what's it? That women are the source of joy for men? Yeah, that's what it means.
Oh, Chanticleer, that was beautiful. How romantic.
Let's play a love game, play a love game. Do you want love or you want fame? Are you in that game? No, the love game.
Oh my god, I feel so courageous now and bold. Nothing's gonna scare me anymore.
Unfortunately, Chanticleer's happiness would end abruptly, as God knows that happiness can only last for a small moment. Wow, what a line. I think poets should really use that in a poem sometime. Now listen up, what I'm about to tell you is the truth. I swear, it's as true as that story about Lancelot du Lac that women love to read so much. But I digress, let's get back to the story. It just so happens that the previous night, a sly fox who had lived in the woods nearby for the past 3 years entered the women's farm. He waited in the bed of cabbages until the morning. Oh, what a wicked and evil fox, that murderer. He's such a traitor, just like Judas and Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus. Or like Genoan of France and Sinon of Greece, who convinced the Trojans that the wooden horse was a present, but it led to the downfall of Troy. Chanticleer, you should have known that today would have been dangerous. You should have at least come up with a logical solution like St. Augustine, Boethius, or Bradwardine. Oh well, I'm not going to get into that. After all, this tale is just about a rooster who was a fool for listening to his wife. Seriously though, you should never listen to the advice that women give you. It always does more harm than good. Look at poor Adam. He got kicked out of Eden because of Eve. He would have been so happy otherwise. Haha, I'm just joking. I didn't mean to offend anybody. After all, this is just Chanticleer's opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with women.
Wow, pretty butterflies. Swiper, no
you going? Don't be scared. I'm a friend. No, wait, I'm your biggest fan. I'm not stalking you. I just want to hear you sing. You have the voice of an angel and the soul too. Actually, you remind me of your father. He used to sing the best in the entire town. He would stretch out his neck and close his eyes, and it was so beautiful. Would you please sing for me like your father?
Be careful, everyone. There are flatterers out there that will try to trick you and make you feel better than people that tell you the truth. Read what the Bible has to say about flatterers and watch out.
Aw, shucks. Well, here I go.
Oh, what a cruel fate. If only Chanticleer had not come down from the rafters. It's too bad that his wife didn't listen to his dreams, and that he's going to die on a Friday, the day of Venus. Venus, Chanticleer upheld your traits. How could you let this happen to him? Oh, Geoffrey, you poet. If only I could condemn Friday as well as you lamented King Richard's death. Then I'd be able to describe my feelings for Chanticleer's death.
But that's nothing compared to the cries of Chanticleer's wives. They cried more than the Trojan ladies when their king Priam was killed by Pyrrhus in Troy. Lady Pertolete screamed the loudest, even louder than when Hasdrubal's wife did when the Romans killed her husband and burned the city, and she was so upset that she committed suicide. Anyways, the widow and her daughters heard all the noises that the chickens were making in the yard and rushed outside. Chaos broke out. The neighbors, the dog, the pigs, and cows all started moving about. They scared the geese and the bees. God bless, not even Jack Straw and his followers were this loud when they attacked those Flemish boys. It seemed like the sky itself might fall. But hey, fortune is so finicky and sometimes switches sides.
Hey, wait, man! Wait a minute! People behind you, yeah. People that are following you. Tell them that I can't be theirs anymore. They'll be really jealous.
Hey, that's a good idea. Oh, wait, Chanticleer, don't go. I didn't mean to grab you so hard. You just misunderstood me. Come down and I'll explain. I swear to God I'll tell the truth.
I ain't no fool. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not falling for that smooth talk anymore. In fact, God punishes those who believe flatterers.
Oh, God, actually, God punishes those who don't shut up.
So this is what happens when you listen to flatterers. This might have been a story about a fox, a rooster, and a hen, but there are some morals too. As St. Paul said, all things are written for us to learn from. So I hope that you've learned something from this story. And so God, please make us all good men and let us bask in this glory. Amen.